Welcome back to another maintenance video, guys. Today we're going to be doing a service on this 2005 Nautique 210. We're going to be doing all fluids, we're going to do an impeller, and we're also going to change the fuel filter. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get this motor all warmed up. We're going to run it on the fake leg here. Once that's done, then we can do our oil change and all the other fluids, and then we'll finish off with an impeller and a fuel filter. So we're gonna let it run for a while, let it get up to temperature, and then we'll come back when it's all warmed up, and we'll start with the oil change. First things first, let's go over a few tools that will make this job a lot easier. The manual states that you can take the drain hose that is attached to the engine for the oil and push it through the plug in the back of the boat to drain it into a bucket. You can do that. I've done it. It's easy, but an easier way is to buy one of these little oil pumps off Amazon, attach some hoses to it, find the correct fittings that match the thread on the hose on the engine, and you can connect right to it and you can just pump out the oil into some type of container. If you're going to be doing this regularly on your own, it's something to consider. These oil changes on these need to be done every 50 hours. So it doesn't hurt to do. You're also going to want rags, some funnels, and an oil filter wrench of some sort. Let's get started. First things first, we're going to want to find the oil drain hose. I already grabbed this one. It was laid up to the front of the motor. They're often clipped to like an engine mount or something. So let me reach down here, grab it. So once you locate that, you're just going to need a few wrenches, or maybe you can get them by hand. This one I'll have to grab a wrench for. So we'll take that cap off, connect it to our oil pump, and we'll suck out all the oil. So I always toss the cap in my little tray here so that I don't lose it. I'll grab the hose, connect it up. Got a little bit of oil from the last one, so we'll wipe that off so it doesn't drip all over the boat and get everywhere. Now we'll just hit on. Well, we got to put our bucket here first, but we'll get the bucket set up and we'll suck it all out. So we got our line connected up, we got our bucket connected, so we'll start the pump. You see the oil coming down. And now we just let it run. That's simple. So we've got all our oil pumped out. So we'll get all this disconnected and then we'll move on to the oil filter, get that swapped out for a new one. We'll throw some fresh 15W40 back in this thing and we'll move on to the transmission and V-drive. There's a lot of different filters you can run on this thing. The Nautique number is R077001. That cross-references to a Wix 51515 or a Sierra 18-7875-1. I know there's a Motorcraft one as well you can use. But yeah, you should be able to get a filter at any local parts store. So let's go ahead and get this swapped. So I just made what could be a big mistake if you didn't catch it like I just did. If you notice, the old filter is missing something. The gasket stuck to the filter or the housing mount. So we'll take this back off and we'll pull that old gasket off. Yeah, there it comes. Came right off. And we'll thread this back on. Just get it nice and snug. Don't need to crank it. There we go. Another little tech tip. I like to put these oil absorption pads inside a little oil filter or oil drain tray. It keeps the oil from sloshing around everywhere. It just makes it a lot less of a mess. So now we're on to the transmission and V-drive. We're going to start with the transmission. We're actually going to take advantage of the same pump to drain these. The V-drive is a little more tricky, but we're going to start with the transmission. So the first thing we'll do is we'll get everything set up, and once we get everything set up, we'll suck out all the oil. This might be a little hard to tell, but that's the drain hole right here. So we're going to get our pump turned on. This one's going to need a smaller hose, so we're going to step down the size to this one. Now we just let it drain and we'll fill it back up. So now we're going to fill it up. I have this handy funnel here that I can twist to unlock to drain. Makes it really nice. Now we'll just do 3 more of those. It takes 2 quarts. This can hold a quart, but it gets a little tippy, so I like to do it half a quart at a time. And we'll come back when we're done. Now we're going to move on to the V-drive. Someone decided to put the drain plug on the back side of it, so because of that, it's a little difficult to get to. We're going to use this catch tray. It's basically just the bottom of an oil carton cut up. We're going to put it down here. I already pre-loosened the drain plug with a wrench, and what we'll do is we'll suck up the oil out of the tray as it drains into the tray with the pump. I'm going to tell you you're probably going to make a little bit of a mess, so just be ready for it. But yeah, that's about it. Did not go great. I missed at first, so we got some oil everywhere. We'll throw down some pads and pick it up. So we got all the fluids drained out. Now we'll fill her back up with some fresh 30 weight. That's what it calls for. Right here's where we'll fill it from. These can be pretty stubborn sometimes. Now we're gonna go ahead and fill it up. We already got 1 quart in there, so we're just gonna finish up topping it off a little bit. Use a funnel, and I like to put a little rag right here just to catch any spillage that you have, and make sure your dipstick's open so it gets plenty of air. And then just fill her up. So we got the fluids all wrapped up here, so now we're gonna move on to the impeller. First thing we got to do is get that tensioner loose so that we can get the belt off. That will get us access to the impeller pulley, and then we'll pull that out. The part number you're going to need, let's see if I can get on camera, is right there. That's for the Excalibur 330 and for a lot of other PCM product motors. We do sell these on our website at swellwakesurf.com. Come check it out and get one of your own. You'll need a 15 mil for the tensioner. You're just gonna push it. Get that off. Get that out of the way. And then you can reach over here and get your impeller pulley freed up. There's gonna be 3 holes in the pulley. There are 3 bolts on the housing, so you can line those 3 holes up so you can get a wrench in there and take it off. Now that we got the belt off, we're gonna move on to the impeller itself. We gotta take the housing off to get to it. So to do that, there are 3 10 mil bolts that you're gonna use. You can line up the holes in the pulley itself to reach them. Then you can reach a socket through and get on them. And then you can pull it right out, and the impeller should come with it. Now that we have this out, you just slide it off. Then you'll grab your new one. We're putting the same one back in just because it just got changed, so it's perfectly good. We'll slide the new one, get it lubed up, and slide it right back in. And just gently push it in. And then you'll take your housing. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's a little, it says top on the top side, so make sure that's up. You may experience an issue where this plate, the backing plate, keeps moving around on you. A little trick to keep it in. You use some type of grease. This is just some synthetic multi-purpose grease. So we'll put some of that in, and that will just give it enough static to hold it in while it's sitting like that, and so it doesn't pop out again. So now we can line it back up. Grab our ratchet. Spin it till the holes line up. I get them all threaded in before you torque them tight. They don't need to be crazy, just a little, you know, pretty snug. Try not to do that. Now we just need to throw the belt back on. The belt on these, it's pretty easy. Get it around the bottom. There we go, we're all done. Okay, so next we're at the fuel filter. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna drain the bottom of it. So we're gonna loosen the jam nut. It's a 7/16. We're just gonna get it finger loose. Now that that's finger loose, we're gonna grab our little drain tray. It's also not a bad idea to have some sort of catch pad underneath this. What we'll do, this one's stuck, so I'll have to use a little screwdriver to punch it out. You can take a screwdriver and just push in on that side, and it'll pop it right down. So we're gonna do that, and then we'll slide the new one on, and we'll put it back together. This one looks pretty clean. We'll go ahead and put a new one in just to be safe. So we got our new element. There we go, now we have it. Thanks for following along. We'll catch you guys on the next one. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask us in the comments. We'll try to do our best to answer them. Thanks.